All right, let's talk about my problem with young so-called Pharaoh. All right, what we have here is a fraud who happens to entertain young people who don't have anything better to do, and that's understandable. But the problem is that he is presenting himself and marketing himself as a black leader that young black people are to follow and not question. And the funny thing about this whole thing about him being exposed and disinvited from this conservative white political Trump cheerleading event. The problem with that is that all of this distracted from the fact that on the anniversary of the passing of Malcolm X, a very tragic story which, affects a lot of us deeply, all right? The fact of the matter is, it was revealed that the nation had nothing to do with his death. Malcolm did not need you to make a documentary on him. Malcolm X would not uh, uh, he wouldn't like this little kid, this so-called young Pharaoh, okay? Because at the end of the day, Malcolm was very religious, and this dude has gone out of his way, okay, to disrespect his belief system and try and frame a whole nation of people with his skin color with the same problems. He wants to discredit them and frame them for his murder. When it turns out that, well, we learned what happened. For those who don't know, okay, an undercover law enforcement individual left a dying confession that he was involved in the plot. And it was basically, Malcolm X himself said it in his biography, that when he was being followed in Egypt and they wouldn't let him into France, he realized, look, the nation didn't have that kind of reach. They definitely had goons, okay? They weren't happy with him exposing what he was exposing, but we're not going to get into that because it's at the end of the day, it's both him and his teacher have returned, okay? They've left this plane. They're on a higher plane. But he does leave behind a daughter, okay? Or several daughters, okay? Malcolm has. And they've sat down with Minister Louis Farrakhan, and he, as a man, said he admitted to his, I guess, not guilt, okay? But that's some real G shit to do, to sit down with Malcolm X's daughter and say, look, yeah, I said some things back then, but I didn't, I wasn't involved with that. Okay? The atmosphere was, it's kind of like beef. When you got two friends and they beef and you got to choose a side, he chose the side of their teacher. Okay? The man who taught Malcolm, the man who taught Muhammad Ali, the man who taught Farrakhan. All right? So at the end of the day, this individual who was in jail, okay, and was released early, okay, and as soon as he comes out, he gets on YouTube and he's racking up all of these views, spreading all of these lies, okay. It's very clear for those with eyes to see that, oh my God, listen, I'm not gonna do it. 2.5 hours of lies. They have a whole disinformation dossier, okay? And I don't really want to talk about these people, but there's a whole program to keep black people dumb, deaf, and blind. And this young so-called Pharaoh, whose name is Marshall Daniels from Buffalo, New York, he is part of that agenda to keep people, okay? So when someone has an agenda and someone is pushing an agenda, that by definition makes them an agent, okay? And unfortunately, most people are just too unaware, too uneducated, and they need someone to do the heavy lifting for them. You see, the brain is a muscle, okay? And yeah, he flexes his brain, of course, but it's to tell lies. So at the end of the day, you are the direct opposite of Malcolm X. Don't think you can put on some glasses and so that, they're still attacking this man, okay? And you got to look at the date. All of this is going on at the same time. You have this this movie, right? Judas and the Black Messiah. This is the language, okay, that they're using. And they saw Malcolm X as a Messiah. This dude literally died trying to wake black people up, okay? Now, the difference between you, okay, this kid and this man is that why is it that this dude was, assassinated and you haven't been? I'll wait. No, it's the total opposite. You're being pushed, on a YouTube, and you're getting all of these big numbers, okay? But little do people know that, YouTube numbers can be bought. YouTube subscribers can be bought. It's all inflated. It's all thoughts and bots. And, the real issue is, how do we wake up black people? So at the end of the day, what I want to happen is that this video be taken down, okay? Because now this is slander now. This is untruth. Okay? The people who really killed them wanted to blame it on the nation that they were trying to destroy, the movement they were trying to destroy from the beginning. And they were moderately successful. But in the age of information, it's just like, oh, now people are finding out, and so they have to double down, and they had to renew their what's the word I'm looking for? Their attacks on the truth. The Nation of Islam exposed. Yeah, okay. Okay. You, my friend, are the star of all frauds exposed. All right? Because you're a freaking fraud. Point blank, period. Now, it's funny how you were calling the teacher. You look up to this man, to the student, but not the teacher, right? And it's funny how you were calling his teacher a pedophile, when in all actuality, you are the one with pedophile tendencies. And I'm going to show that right now. Okay? So this is a page on Instagram. Everyone go and follow. And now you're starting to see cocaine is a hell of a drug. Okay? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Okay? There's a lot that you all don't know. Okay? Now, he's a liar. He lied to you. He lied to you. Okay? He lied to you. He's a liar. He's a very intelligent liar. DEVIL, definitely evil, very intelligent liar. The serpent. There's different types of people out here. Okay? What did Malcolm say about religion? Did YP tell you this? No. He's out here bashing that religion. I get it, though. The people who you work for say, go and destroy. And if you go back to his channel, everything's destroy. And he was trained. Y'all don't realize how he stole his whole style from SETI? Huh? Killmonger from Black Panther. You see, what we had was a conscious community that was infiltrated from the gate. Okay? Like, these are the sick individuals that y'all follow, and it's mostly for entertainment. So now go follow this, and you'll see, like, this dude is a verified Satan worshiper. And for everyone who says, it's his daughter, he can do whatever he wants to his daughter, why would you post this on the internet and you're calling everyone else a pedo? Huh? This is a man and his daughter. Okay? YP is grooming it. And just dawned on me today, the real sick thing about this video that I don't ever want to watch that video again. Okay? Is I think this is like the first one where he does it like 10 times in a row. Like, why are you beaming this across the world? Like, what is normal about this, bruh? Okay? And people think he's all about kids. Well, let's listen to what he has to say about kids.
I found your mother. Now I just gotta find her birthplace. I mean her burial place. As a matter of fact, if there's anybody out there who knows who can help me find her burial place, jump in my DMs. I got some bread for you. Cause we finna piss on this nigga mama grave. That's how I'm giving it up. We finna piss on your mama grave, and we violating your kids. Fuck your kids, and fuck you. Mama grave, and we violating your kids. Fuck your kids, and fuck you. Mama grave.
Okay, you're threatening.
And we violating your kids.
You threaten to violate people's kids, and you wanted to open up a daycare center. Go to All Frauds Exposed.
You need to learn a lot about YP.
Okay?
This is him.
Yo, like the rabbit hole goes deep with him, okay? You see the symbol on his chest, right? You see that little chain he's got, right? Okay? Satanic rituals. Okay? You gotta really dig deep. Like this is just, the beginning. But him calling anyone else a pedo is the pot calling the pedal black. And if you have any doubt that that these are true, why doesn't he respond? This is his face. He's in the car looking forward like he don't see him hollering thug life. What's popping?